What happens when one person tells their side of the story, and then the other person comes back with a whole plot twist?
What's up, everybody? I am Rishi,
And I'm Roxy. Welcome to Livestream Tea.
where the live streams are messy.
The drama is loud, and we're breaking it all down.
Let's get into it.
Come spill with us.
Girl, this tea is hot. And not just hot, scalding. Because just when everyone thought this Nidal situation could not get any messier, Nidal has now entered the chat with his own version of events. And honestly, this whole drama has turned into one giant internet courtroom. Everybody has evidence, everybody has a timeline, everybody has a side, and nobody knows who to believe anymore. Hi guys, I'm Roxy, and welcome back to Livestream Tea, where we don't just sip the tea, we look at what is really sitting at the bottom of the cup. And today, we need to talk about Nidal, the cheating accusations, Ruby, Rose, Farron, Co., the friend group, the house drama, and why this story has way more layers than people first thought. Because at first, this situation looked pretty simple. She came online and accused Nidal of being unfaithful. She basically said that after everything they had already been through, he still managed to hurt her again. And girl, you already know once someone comes out with a story like that, the internet is going to pick a side fast. But now, Nidal is saying, hold on, that is not the full story. According to him, she was not completely innocent either. In fact, he claims she allegedly cheated first. And that is where the tea starts boiling over. So let's rewind, because this drama has layers. According to her side, she and Nidal had a long and messy history. They had already gone through problems before, but somehow they ended up reconnecting. And when they reconnected, Nidal allegedly was not acting like someone who had fully moved on. He was saying emotional things, giving mixed signals, making it seem like there were still feelings there. And honestly, that part is very real. Sometimes people go back to someone who hurt them because they still care. It does not always make sense from the outside. But when feelings are involved, logic leaves the group chat. And girl, logic was definitely not in this group chat. Because then another girl came into the picture. In the story, this girl is referred to as Rose. Although people online are already connecting dots and saying everyone knows who is really being talked about. Apparently, Rose had also been linked to Nidal before. But somehow, after all the drama, she and the main girl were still friendly. Not just friendly, Rose was allegedly staying at her house for free. Now pause. Because letting a girl stay in your house after she has history with the guy you still have feelings for? Girl, that is not being chill. That is walking straight into chaos with a welcome mat. That is not just trusting someone. That is handing the universe a script and saying, please make this messy. And allegedly, that is exactly what happened. One night, things apparently took a turn. She says she received a snap showing Nidal at her other house, the same place where Rose was staying. At first, she tried not to overthink it. Maybe they were just hanging out. Maybe nothing was happening. Maybe it was innocent. But you know that feeling, that little alarm in your stomach that says, girl, go check. So she went over. And according to her, when she got there and went into the guest house, she allegedly caught Nidal and Rose in a very private situation. In her house, while she was not even there. Girl, the audacity was not even whispering. It was loud. But what allegedly happened next made the whole thing even more confusing. She says, Rose got up, ran over, hugged her, and acted like nothing had happened. Like imagine walking into that situation, and the person involved suddenly greets you like it is a sleepover. No ma'am. Meanwhile, Nidal allegedly just sat there and did not say much. No big explanation. No dramatic apology. No panic. Just silence. And that silence had people side-eyeing him even harder. After that, everyone in the house reportedly started reacting. The girls confronted Rose, calling out how wrong the situation was. Rose allegedly started crying, and Nidal was kicked out. At that point, the internet was already dragging him. People were saying he got caught, and there was no way to explain it away. But then Nidal decided to tell his side. And this is where the story flips completely. According to Nidal, she was not the only one who had been hurt. He claims that before the Ruby situation even happened, he heard from a friend that she had allegedly invited Farron over and crossed a line with him. Nidal says after hearing that, he started pulling back emotionally. So now, the internet is split. Some people think Nidal is only saying this because he got exposed and wants to make himself look less guilty. Others think there might be more to the story and that both sides could have been messy behind the scenes. And once the comments start choosing teams, nobody is calm anymore. One side is saying, he is trying to flip the narrative. The other side is saying, wait, maybe she left some things out. And the kettle is screaming, because now nobody knows which version is the full truth. Then Ruby comes into the picture, and the whole situation gets even more complicated. According to Nidal, Ruby was the one who invited him over to the house. He says he even checked where the main girl was before going, and according to him, Ruby told him it was okay for him to come. And that detail has people side-eyeing everybody. Because if Ruby knew the history, why invite him over in the first place? Why bring that energy into the house? Why act like there was no possible way this could explode? This was not a small mistake. This was drama with furniture. Nidal also says that when he got there were multiple people around. And according to him, some of the girls were encouraging him and Ruby to be close. He claims they were hyping it up, suggesting they go somewhere private, making it seem like it was not a big deal at the time. But then, according to him, those same girls later switched up and acted like he was the only one in the wrong. Now let's be real, that explanation does not automatically clear him. Because even if people around you are encouraging something messy, you are still responsible for your own choices. Peer pressure is not a magic erase button. You do not get to say, well, everyone else was hyping it up, and suddenly your part disappears. But if what he is saying is true, then yes, it does make the situation more complicated than the original version. And that is what makes this tea scalding. Because now it is not just one person being accused. It is the whole friend group looking suspicious. Then Nidal added another layer. According to him, after he started pulling away and distancing himself from the situation, she allegedly began posting TikToks with Kata, in a way that made the videos look flirty on purpose. He claims those posts were not just random content, not innocent friend videos, not casual TikToks. In his version of events, they were meant to get under his skin, make him jealous, and get a reaction out of him. So basically, his argument is, I am not the only one who was playing games. And this is why the whole drama feels like a group project nobody should have submitted. Because both sides are accusing each other now. She says he betrayed her. He says she allegedly betrayed him first. She says he was caught in her house. He says Ruby invited him. She says the situation was disrespectful. He says other people encouraged it. He says the TikToks were meant to hurt him. She says he moved on before things were even properly over. At this point, this is not just one accusation. This is a full storyline with side characters, screenshots, TikToks, friend groups, house drama, jealousy, and everybody trying to prove they were the real victim. And honestly, the biggest question is this: who is actually telling the full truth? Because if Nidal is making these claims just to protect his image, then that is a whole new level of damage control. But if there is truth to what he is saying, then maybe the internet judged this situation way too quickly. Either way, one thing is clear. This is no longer a simple cheating scandal. This is a messy, emotional triangle that somehow turned into a whole group presentation. And with Ruby, Farron, Ko, and the friend group all being dragged into it, this drama is probably not ending anytime soon. Because you already know how these situations go. One person posts, then another person responds, then a friend jumps in, then someone leaks a screenshot, then someone says, "I did not want to speak on this, but..." And suddenly, the tea that was already hot becomes long, messy, and scalding. So now we wait for the next response. Because someone else is probably going to speak up. And when they do, this story might twist all over again. So what do you think? Is Nidal trying to flip the narrative because he got exposed? Or is there actually more to this story than people first believed? Drop your thoughts below, because girl, this tea is not just messy. It is sitting right at the bottom of the cup. And if you want more influencer drama, celebrity updates, and stories everyone is talking about, welcome to Livestream Tea. Like and subscribe, because girl, the tea is never just tea. Sometimes it is scalding.